Hi family, God bless you in Jesus' mighty name. Welcome back to my channel. My name is MJ. We talk all things autism. Hope everyone is doing great. As the months continue to progress, I just thought today to bring a topic that we have talked about in the past, and it's a very sensitive topic because it kind of shapes your child's educational path. So today I want to discuss 5 ways for us to advocate for our kiddos' IEP. And once again, as we go closer to the end of the school year, I really thought within me that I needed to bring this topic up in order to help for the upcoming school year and to those families who have an upcoming IEP meeting as the school year comes to a close. Many look for any kind of IEP support for parents, and rightfully so. We should look for help when it comes to our IEP. For parents, it's a big challenge that might seem very overwhelming and difficult. Yet in my little years for advocating for Jayson, I've hired an advocate and also sought for help through the Parents Place of Maryland, which I've given as a resource in the past. And I think I will link it in the description below just for anyone that did not catch it in the previous video. So they gave me many support, or a lot of support, during that process, but they give any kind of support that your child needs in incorporating a better IEP that functions well for your child pardon me, and then expecting, though they don't show up at the meeting with you. And in that video that I discussed IEPs, I always say never go to those meetings alone. Always have either your ABA supervisor that will show up in the meeting to kind of just talk about his difficulties, his weaknesses, his strengths, and then, or like for me, like I said, I hired an advocate that just kind of helped back me up, because even like your speech pathologist and your occupational therapist, those ones of course also cannot show up at an IEP meeting. But what I love about the Parents Place of Maryland is that they give you a good guide, step-by-step process on how the IEP that your child currently has, what you can do to make it look better or sound better for your child, that functions well for him or her. So after I met with them, by the end of our next IEP meeting, the whole team was excited about Jayson's vision and the optimal ways to support his complete well-being, extending way beyond just academics. 5 ways that we can elevate the advocacy for our kiddos' IEP meetings, or for their IEP in general, is 1, vision. Parents will create a long-term vision for their child as in their older grades, or even after school services at the end of 18 or to 21, have the power to steer up the IEP ship. Okay, even in our younger children, having a long-term vision for the basic skills they need to develop will inspire the IEP to strive to meet your vision. 2, review. The IEP process is very paperwork heavy. You should have a copy of the last evaluation report and annual review. If you don't, ask your principal or vice principal or even the special ed teacher for a copy. Review these documents and highlight anything you really don't understand, because some of it is language that we don't really understand. And then make an appointment with your child's case manager or school psychologist or special ed teacher or even the IEP chair to ask questions so you fully understand what is in the report and the plan. Ask yourself, does the IEP support your current vision for your child? Number 3, plan. Now take that vision and break it down into little skills your child needs to learn in order to get there. Do they need strategies for attention? Do they need social skills to have while they're out in the community, and how to make friends and relationships and how to communicate with co-workers for those older kiddos? So that's kind of how you plan. So maybe they need leisure skills to calm their minds so they can manage their stress to live a healthier life. Whatever that skill may be should be a part of the IEP if it is impacting the student's ability to learn and grow. Number 4, empower. As a parent, you're likely seeking out all kinds of information about how specific diagnosis or possibly diagnoses will be. The school team may or may not be as tapped into the community as you are, being that you know your child best. If there are some groundbreaking strategies or techniques you may know about before they do, it's might as well share it during those moments. So don't be afraid to share if you think it will be helpful for your child. Number 5, communicate. As a parent, I wouldn't be satisfied with just quarterly updates on how my child is doing in meeting their goals. There are many ways to increase communication with your team, from a daily or weekly back and forth notebook. We use that a lot after the kids resumed from school from COVID. It was such a great tool for me to know his mood. What happened? Did he participate? Was he active? Was he, just so that I can know, and then also mention all that to his primary care or all the other people that were coming to see him. Or just stopping in during a parent-teacher conference time. That's also a great time. There are also plenty of apps that provide a quick and easy way to increase communication. For example, like Jayson's teacher last year and this year uses Class Dojo, which works really well for us. Any communication decided at the IEP meeting should be documented in IEP as a requirement. Therefore, ask your team what they already use with other parents and see if that would work for you. Family, IEP support for parents is really, really necessary. Advocating does not have to be intimidating, because think of an IEP as a contract between the family and the school. Everything is negotiable and everything should be written, but negotiation should always be respectful. When you advocate using these 5 strategies, suddenly I think the team will kind of get how to help any issues and problem solve to find ways that helps your child learn best. And your child will have a supportive and comprehensive learning plan for the next school year. Family, I hope this was helpful. I know it was quite long, but it's important because this is really them. The IEP is them, is the child, and how they make progress, what they need to still work on, strength, weaknesses. And so it's important for the right words to be used, for the right strategies to be used, just so that we see the children thrive. Okay, family, I hope this was helpful to you. And, just let me know if you've ever used any other resources out there. But I will link that resource below once again. And I really, truly, truly, truly love them. They're very helpful. I think I was on the phone with my personal person, if I want to use that word, for I think about an hour and a half. Then she looked at the IP, then we came back together. But it's such a great resource. But until I see you on our next video, remember, Jesus Christ is the same yesterday, today, and forevermore. God bless you, family. Have a great rest of your week.